Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss about the micro operations of computer system. We already discussed about the different type of arithmetic and logical units in our ALU 1, ALU 2, ALU 3 PDFs. Okay, in that PDFs we already discussed about the discuss how the how the addition adder, how the shifting unit, how the complement unit works, and the boost multiplication and division algorithm. Okay, beside the arithmetic unit, the CPU contain the control unit and register unit. Okay, so register unit we also discuss in the register class. That's the different type of special purpose and general purpose registers. There's accumulator, program counter, data register, MAR, etc. Okay, and we also know the function of that registers. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about this control unit. Okay, okay. ALU. What is the function of control unit? Control unit is a unit which can control the all the peripherals of the computer and itself also. That means control unit can control the input device, output device, the arithmetic logical operation, and control the memory operations also. Okay, it's written here. Where it's written here. ALU simply executes the instruction in the order as suggested by the CU. That means CU can control which instruction will be executed in next. Actually, the ALU performs the instruction execution on the operand data. This is already stored in register. We already know that what is operand and what is operator. Opcode, what is operand and what is opcode, and the storage area of operand, etc. An operation performed on the data stored in register are called micro operations. That means when we perform an operation on the register's data, it's called the micro operation. Okay, there are various type of micro operation, includes register transfer micro operation. Okay, register transfer micro operation uh, is the transfer binary data from one register to another. This is also called register transfer language. Okay, next, arithmetic micro operation. Arithmetic operations performed between the data stored in the register. That means when the arithmetic operation performed over the multiple data which are stored in the registers. Okay, next, logical micro operation. Achha, bit manipulation operation on the data stored in the register. Suppose the complement, we CMA is a complement accumulator. Complement accumulator instruction just convert the stored data of the accumulator to its complement form. That means 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. Okay, next, shift micro operation. Shift operation is a data stored in the register. That means left shift or right shift, like this. Okay, next. Okay, register transfer micro operation. We first discuss about the register transfer micro operation. Computer hardware contain various register within CPU for faster execution of instruction. Okay, we already know that the execution speed of a register is very high than the memory. So register, because the register is inbuilt in the CPU chip. Computer hardware contain various registers to fast execution of the instruction. Actually, our register is nothing but a finite collection of flip flop. Okay, a flip flop, we know that flip flop is a combinational circuit which store a single bit for a certain time. Okay, flip flop. Each flip flop is capable to store one bit of information. There are various type of registers like general purpose register, accumulator, special purpose register. Okay, we already know that the accumulator, special purpose register, general purpose register. Just we go through a very brief in this section. Okay, so general purpose register. What is general purpose register? General purpose register are used for storing data and intermediate result during the execution of a program. General purpose register are all denoted by capital R. Okay, capital followed by the number like r1 r2 etc. In last class we discussed about the different type of addressing mode. In that case we use that r1 r2 r3 as such type of register are the general purpose register. That means these register are used to store the data, store the intermediate data. Okay, next inside a n bit register that are number of flip flop in sequence from 1 to -1. Inside n register there is a number of flip flop sequence from n to n. We already know in digital that how the register is construct. Okay, starting from 0 in the rightmost position to okay. So it's the is a simple register is a diagram of simple register that r1 is a 10 bit register from 0 to 9, 0 to 9. Okay, and individual bits positions are 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. These are the individual bit position of r1. Okay, next next accumulator. What is accumulator? We know the typical type of register that hold one of the operand before the execution of an instruction and receive the result of most of the arithmetic and logical operation. S- okay, is the accumulator. Some CPU have a single accumulator and sometimes there are more than one accumulator. This is not our concern subject right now. Just we have to remember that the accumulator is a special purpose register which is use a default which is used to store a default operand for execution and instruction and store the immediate result. Okay, next special purpose register. Special purpose register, the CPU contain a number of special purpose register for various individual functions. Okay, there are several special purpose registers includes program counter, base register, stack pointer, data register, memory address register. Okay, PC or program counter. Program counter hold the address of the next instruction to be executed. That means when a program going to execute first instruction, second instruction, third instruction, fourth instruction, end instruction. Okay, when the first instruction is going to execute, PC hold the next address of the next instruction, because after finishing the first instruction processor will directly start to execute the second instruction from that location. Okay, when the CPU start to execute this instruction, PC automatically update to its next instruction and next address of the instruction. Okay, like this the program counter hold the address of the next instruction. Okay, base register hold the starting address of memory stack. Okay, in the addressing mode we just skip some of the addressing mode like base register in relative addressing mode, base addressing mode like this. So base register hold the starting address of the memory stack. That means it is the base address like a point, like a array. Array means array store the base address and then we add the index value to get the particular memory location. Same as is the array, we only know the base address, then we add 5 with the say it's a 10, is a 10 base address is 10, then we add 5, that means is a fifth location, we get the data of the fifth location. Okay, in same way the base register also holds the starting address of the stack, and then another displacements come from CPU, then perform the addition operation of this base register and the CPU displacement and produce the actual address. Okay, is the function of base register. Then stack pointer hold the address of the top of element of the stack pointer. Memory stack. Okay, stack, we already know that the stack pointer is the top of stack, or any other name. That pointer used to hold the top position of the stack. Okay, in our memory there is a default stack created by the processor, and stack pointer holds the top of stack position. Okay, then data register hold the data item retrieved from the main memory. Okay, actually data register is used to hold the data for input output purpose. Okay, and that mean when the data come from the memory, the data first initially stored in the data register. Okay. And same as when we want to when we want to send a data from CPU to the to its external unit. Okay, so data register holds the data until getting the confirmation from the external unit. That means it's the intermediate memory location for input output purpose. Okay, then memory address register. Memory address register holds the address of the data item to be retrieved from the main memory. That means when we fetch the data from main memory or want to write data to the memory, so memory address register holds the address. Okay, so this is the basic function of this registers. Okay, so is a this is everything for this class. Okay, next class we discuss about the register transfer. Okay, thank you for watching students, and keep studying and stay home, stay safe. Okay, and like the video. Okay, so if you really want the video, if you really accept the quality of this video, then like it. Okay, and if it's not, then write a feedback in your group that I can read and more upgrade the quality of this video. Okay, thank you.